Well, fam, it is the day of my hair transplant, and I am so shocked at how much has grown in just a few short months. Look at this. I'm taking it down, and I had to shampoo it last night. You got to shampoo it every day, morning and night, before the procedure. But just look at the growth. It's crazy. One last shampoo before I go, and just in case you're wondering, this is what we're fixing, the dips in my hairline. They pick me up on a shuttle every day, and they take me back and forth as needed to the place at no extra charge, which was lovely. Once we got there, they went ahead and started mapping out my hairline so they could kind of see where the hair loss was. And I will say I was a little surprised at how much further back some of the thinning was happening that I didn't see until they removed the hair. As I'm doing this, they went ahead and kind of filled me in on some of the procedure, and they're letting me know what my options are as I move forward. They went ahead and mapped out my hairline, and then from there, they went ahead and shaved my head. Now, for women, a lot of times they do have an option where they won't shave your head like this. As a man, I genuinely don't care. Like, they can shave it. It grows back. I would rather them do that than me be running around here looking like Bozo the Clown. So they went ahead and shaved it off. And I have to say, I was shocked at how much I enjoyed the bald look. Like, if things don't work out for me in the hair front, baby, move over Moore's chestnut, okay? Because this head shape, for me, is very much working. I think so. Anyway, y'all can let me know if you feel any differently in the comments. I really don't care because, like I said, I could rock this. After that, they went ahead and just cleaned up my lines. And then once they finished cleaning them up and I approved of my hairline, they went in and did it with Sharpie so it didn't come off during the procedure. As you can see, this here is me approving the line. You can see how much further back those dips go than I anticipated. But once I was satisfied, they went ahead and took me through the procedure. They did show me an area in the back where they said some thinning was taking place, and they showed me what that looked like as well. So they are going to plug that in a bit as well. Afterwards, they went ahead and fed me really well, which I love, and jump scare because I'm about to show my raw head. This is immediately following the procedure. They do have bandages on the back because I will be having some draining and things from there. Okay, so it is the morning after my hair transplant. This is what it's looking like so far. I do have some minimal swelling, but it's not bad at all. I do go today to get the bandages removed. So yeah, that'll be nice because baby, they're full. There's all sorts of stuff up in there. The drainage is real. Pain on a 1 to 10, a 2 maybe, and that's being generous. Not super painful at all. It feels kind of like well, yesterday it felt like if I had a sunburn, it felt like that. Today, I don't really feel much pain with it. A little bit in the back, but nothing really up top. Worst part of the procedure yesterday was the numbing, which people had warned me about. The numbing in the back was not bad at all. Like, it was very tolerable. The numbing in the front was a lot more intense, but it still was bearable for me. But I could see how that would make people be like, I don't know about that. Like, I'm a tap out. They said that usually the front hurts worse because the skin there is tighter. It's also thinner and it's not as movable. Whereas like the skin in the back, they're able to move it around a bit more. It's not quite as thin nor as tight. So it's a lot more malleable. I spent all day yesterday lying down. I have to sleep at a 45-degree angle with the travel pillow. And right now I just have the travel pillow on because this is draining so much that it allows me to keep the pads on there. I don't know what these are called. I call them wee-wee pads because I use them to potty train like dogs I used to have. No idea what they are, but it's basically just to absorb fluid and things like that. So far, I feel like it's pretty good. I honestly don't mind the bald look. So if something goes south, you know, worst comes to worst, I could definitely rock this. It's interesting because I've always kind of wondered, and I'm not mad at it. I think it looks good. I'm gonna go and get these bandages removed. Tomorrow is wash day. And then from there, we'll go ahead and they'll show me how to properly shampoo and all of that. Here's a bit more up close. They did end up, like, I didn't realize how far back some of the thinning went. I'll put in a picture so y'all can see because like my cul-de-sacs, like some of those are still there, but they genuinely were just like that area there. What I didn't realize is that the thinning was taking place much further back and I didn't see it until they shaved it down. So I'll put the picture up there so y'all can see that. They did say they noticed some thinning in the crown as well, so they filled that in a little bit. If you have questions, of course, let me know in the comments. Anything that I don't answer here, because I still have to do follow-ups and let you know what it's looking like at a month and, you know, however many months we go through all this. It could take up to 18 months for it to fully thicken. So things to keep in mind. All right, so it's the day after the procedure. They went ahead and took the bandages off. So that's what it's looking like there. The top is scabbing, so all that is harder than it looks. I'm not allowed to touch it though, but the back is still draining. So I've had to sleep on like low pads and stuff still to allow all that to drain out. It does burn a little from the air touching it. And it immediately, like when they took the bandages off, it immediately was burning in that area, almost like a shade under alcohol on an open wound. Still bearable, but I mean, if you have a lower pain tolerance, I could see that being a bother. But otherwise, the process there has been pretty easy. I do have some swelling in through, like you can kind of see it here. Not bad. I feel like the bulk of it is back here because I've been staying on my back quite a bit. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go in and they're going to interview me. They may do my shampoo tomorrow, and if they don't do it tomorrow, then they'll do it the following day. So we'll see how all that goes. The shampooing is a whole process. We'll get there. This is some footage from the photo and video shoot at Hair of Istanbul. It was such a cool experience, and honestly, the entire place looks like a spaceship. Like when I tell you their clinic is so nice, it is amazing. And everyone was so accommodating. I absolutely loved it there. It looks like a spaceship. Like, look at this. The doors are like motion censored by hand, all that. It's a really interesting spot. Here they're doing my first wash. They go ahead and start by spraying this foam shampoo on my scalp. It does have panthenol and some various vitamins in there to help out with healing. And they're gonna let that sit on my scalp for about 30 minutes. And then from there, they'll take me back to the shampoo bowl and they will get me rinsed out. They'll go ahead and rinse it as you're seeing here. They said it was very important to rinse thoroughly, but you do have to rinse with cold water and low pressure. So the cold water was a little bit of a shock, not even gonna lie. It still felt so refreshing though, because baby, my scalp was greasy like I'd been frying chicken with my whole head. Then from there, there's a second shampoo. It's from Kerastase. It's a scalp calming shampoo. You have to take it and mix it with water and foam it up and pat it into the transplanted areas. You can massage it into the sides. They were checking on me during this process to see if I was in any pain, and thankfully I was not. This whole process was very comfortable, very relaxing. I honestly wish it had lasted a little longer because, baby, I will never turn down somebody rubbing on my scalp. That feels lovely. From there, they went ahead and rinsed that really thoroughly. Also, you can see they are wearing gloves. I cannot scratch or anything like that. So this was something to keep in mind. I even shampoo my own hair with gloves to prevent me from scratching. After that, they went ahead and got a spray bottle and they started working to remove some of the dried blood and things off of my scalp. They said that I should not repeat this, but they did this just to kind of help it look a bit better for my travels back. Yeah, I did appreciate that, but no, I'm not allowed to repeat this part here. After they finished that part, they went ahead and had me sit up and dry my scalp off with a Chucks pad. I cannot use towels on my head for the first 10 days or so. So I have to use a paper towel or a Chucks absorbent pad like this here in order to dry it. You can wipe on the sides, but you have to blot on the transplanted areas to promote proper healing. All right, baby, it is day 5 after my hair transplant, my last day in Turkey. I'm about to go and get my hair washed one last time. And then from there, they're gonna take me to the airport to go ahead and hop back on a plane and head across. Swelling has gone down. I've got still a touch right here. But everything else, like swelling behind the ears, has gone down. There's still some back there. I can feel it, okay? But look at the back. Like, I'm gonna put a picture up there of what it did look like back here so you can see, but the difference is crazy in such a short amount of time. Again, no pain whatsoever. Right now it's itching quite a bit up here because it's healing, but I can't scratch. So that part is a little bit challenging. I just don't touch it until the feeling passes away. They said I can spray cold water on there. I haven't been doing that. I literally just leave it alone and just tough it out, because what I'm not about to do is be up here doing one of these numbers and like, how you gonna get it plugged in and then have the plug fall out? It's like, what's the point? Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Of course, as it comes time to like do scab removal, things like that, I'll let you guys in, but I don't really feel like I need to continue with daily updates. But if you have questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. Yeah, if you've considered getting a hair transplant, I would highly recommend checking out Hair of Istanbul. They've been so professional, so courteous, very kind, extremely accommodating, and I have had such a pain-free experience. I don't know if that's typical, but my experience has been extremely pain-free, which I greatly appreciate, because I didn't know how it was going to be. I had myself hyped up around like, how am I going to sleep, and what's pain management going to be like, all that. I have not needed anything for pain management. Sleep has been a breeze. The worst part about that has been my sinus drainage, because it's been impacting my voice. Like, who gets a hair transplant and complains about their voice? That's how easy and seamless it's been. So definitely has been a good experience, and Turkey is gorgeous. I got a chance to sightsee yesterday. Amazing. Checking out the mosques. I got to go to the Grand Bazaar. Spectacular. Definitely recommend that experience. Yeah, if you got any questions and things, let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you next time.